Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today we are here with the monthly favourites for June. Now if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you may know that this month it's been a little bit of an off month for me. I did cut down to 2 videos a week on purpose, and unfortunately this month I've only been able to get up 1 video a week. And not that I have to really explain myself, it's my channel, I can kind of do what I want I guess, but I feel like I owe you guys an apology and a little bit of an explanation. Basically, I have a toddler that doesn't sleep, and I think I've mentioned this before. Austin's never been a great sleeper, but his most recent habit for the past 6 weeks is not going to bed until 10 o'clock at night, which has left me with no evening time. So the filming's not so much the problem. I have some pre-filmed things, but the editing, when I would normally do that in the evening, I have no time to do that. So just bear with me through this little toddler stage of life, and for everybody's sakes I hope he starts going to bed sooner at some point. But we're here with June favourites. There's not a lot because I also paint my nails in the evening, so there's been periods of like up to almost a week where I haven't worn any polish. Enough moaning and misery, let's get on to talking about pretty polishes. We'll do mainstreams first. So I have 2 OPI. The first one you would have seen in my updated lemming list, and this is Vodka Caviar. This is a very highly coveted red. A lot of people really want this one. It's more of a crelly red. It's very like bright, true, classic, sexy kind of red, and people just love this. And Holly was one of the first people that I heard talking about this, and since then it seems every time you mention Vodka and Caviar, people go a little bit crazy over it. So I did manage to pick it up in a D-stash for a really decent price, so I thought I would go ahead, and it is a beautiful red. Do you need to go and spend like a lot of money on this? No, there are definitely dupes out there, but if you do see this on offer, or you manage to find one on eBay or on a D-stash, yes, pick it up, it's worth it. So what you're going to see is 2 coats of Vodka and Caviar by OPI. The other OPI is called Centennial Celebration, and this is from when originally they did the Coca-Cola collection. They released that, and the next year it was 100 years of Coke. Must be, it says Centennial. I was going to say it was like 80 years, but it must have been 100 years of Coke the year after. So they re-promoted the collection and added 2 other ones, which was this one and Visions of Georgia Green that I showed a few months ago. So this is like a Centennial Celebration. It's meant to, I guess, look like the silver kind of platinum-y look to the Coke cans and Coke bottles, and it is a like kind of a flaky build-up polish, a little bit similar in texture to the Goldeneye, where it's in a very clearish kind of base and it's just these little speckles and little flakies, and they do build up to be completely opaque in 3. It is a bit of an odd colour because it's not silver and it's not like bronzy. It is this kind of platinum middle ground. It's different, it's unique. I'm not sure how easily you can get it, but another one that was good if you can find it. So 3 coats of Centennial Celebration. I then have 3 from the brand Isley London Beauty. I haven't even shown them in a haul video because I haven't been able to film a haul video in such a long time. So these are 3 they sent me from their new spring collection. The first one is called Marina Shaka, and it's this beautiful dusty turquoise. It's a great colour for spring and summer, but it's not a super bright neon turquoise. It's quite a nice standard turquoise colour. Did get completely opaque in 2, and all 3 of these are just cream formulas. So 2 coats of Marina Shaka by Isley London Beauty. We then have Fuchsia Infusion, and this is another staple colour for the springtime and summer. It's not my favourite colour of pink, it's in fact my least colour. Fuchsia is my least favourite colour of pink to wear, but the formula was good. It was opaque in 2 coats, so that one was Fuchsia Infusion. That was hard to say. And the last one from this was Violetta, and this is a light violet pastel colour. This is a beautiful formula, completely opaque in 2 coats, which is a good going for them. Anyone that has like a white based polish who gets it opaque in 2 is a very impressive to me. So I would say this one would be my favourite from the 3 that I was sent to try. So like I say, that was 2 coats of Violetta by Isley London Beauty. We then have a brand that I'm going to use as mainstream because it's definitely not an indie, and this is KL Polish, and this is in the colour November. I picked up a few recently, and if you have watched that whole video you would know I had a bit of a debacle with the shipping, but this is the 3rd one that I had to try, November. It's a nice check bit of colour on your nails, but it's not something too offensive or too in your face. Definitely kind of like a nice, more safe if you want to use that word colour. Not that I don't think anybody really looks at what's on people's nails these days, but if I was going for a job interview or I was going for some sort of event that I didn't want to be garish or stand out in any way, I would probably put something like this on. And this is from the Lips and Tips collection, where this is based off of the lipsticks that she's made with Colourpop. So that was 2 coats of November by KL Polish. Then Indies, and we'll do all 4 out of 5 of these are Harry Potter, so let's do the non-Harry Potter first. This is from Glam Polish, and this is called Go Big or Go Home, Black Friday 2017. This I believe they've done for the past few years. Every Black Friday, if you spend over a certain amount, you get a free polish. I did that last year, and this is the one that I got. It's just taken me that long to wear it. And it's a beautiful, kind of like a pinky purpley colour with a ton of holographic in here. The holographic really is stunning, and it's actually quite a simple formula for Glam Polish. Normally there's lots and lots of elements involved in them, but this is literally the pink and the hollow, and I really appreciate it. It's clean, it's crisp, it's bright, and it's fun. I enjoyed that one a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with this year for Black Friday. So that one there was 2 coats of Go Big or Go Home by Glam Polish. We then have some of the fan group duos. Every month Glam Polish has a fan group on Facebook, and there's a UK version and a normal version, and they do like a poll, and you get to vote on what the theme was. And one month it was Harry Potter, like villains and heroes. So we have Harry and a Voldemort polish, and I will be talking about these more in an upcoming Harry Potter video when it comes to the Harry Potter side. But for formula wise, the Boy Who Lived here is the Harry one, and it is like a really nice burgundy cherry-ish red. It's not a straight up red, there's definitely a little bit of pink in there, which did kind of throw me off guard a little bit. And then the glitters itself, there's mainly flakies, and they're kind of in this like fiery orange colour. So it's definitely all very warm, very like embery, fiery, almost looks like I guess a bit like autumn leaves. Very impressed with this, did like this one a lot. So that one was 2 coats of The Boy Who Lived. The counterpart was He Who Must Not Be Named, and this is a beautiful deep dark blue colour with a ton of holographic and a ton of green and teal speckles and flakies in there. And again, this was possibly my favourite out of the 2. It built up very nicely, had lots of complexities in it, but it just looks stunning on the nail. And even though these are both darkish colours, I think that anything that is hollow looks great in the sunshine. So 2 coats of He Who Must Not Be Named by Glam Polish. I then have 2 polish pickup. The first one is called Sweet Trip to Honeydukes, and this is by the brand Pretty Jelly, and this is a brand that I hadn't heard of or tried of before I picked this one up, and this is beautiful. And it is a kind of like a minty green hollow with a peach shimmer to it. And I remember when I read that, I was like, green and peach? 1, I didn't think that could be possible, and 2, I thought it might look a little bit weird, but it looks perfect, and it's exactly what they say. You can quite clearly see the orangey peachy shift to it, and the holographic is beautiful. So that was another one for 2 coats of Sweet Trip to Honeydukes by Pretty Jelly. The other one is by Bliss Polish, and I heard of Bliss, but I'd never tried them before, and this is called Master of Death, and this is a beautiful dark purple jelly with a ton of flakies in there, and there's a little bit of hollow. Mainly the flakies are like a purple and a silver, and there's a little sprinkling of holographic in there too. Definitely quite a dark and mysterious polish, and another 2 coater. And I really say that, what do you want to say, that I love that polish pickup opens you up to so many brands that you might never have heard of or never have tried before. So it's another great feature of the service. So that was 2 coats of Master of Death by Bliss Polish. And that was it. That is everything that I wore. I have 1 empty, and if you can believe it, I have emptied up a cuticle oil pen. If you've watched me for a while, you'll know that I picked up these OPI, which turned out to be like fake OPI oil pens from Amazon for a very cheap and reasonable price, and I have been having 1 at work and 1 in my handbag since I did that haul, and this is the one that has been at work. And I don't know what the flavour was of this, but it was kind of like you can see a little bit left, a little bit of a yellowy formula. I will say that although these are all different scents, I don't think they have any scent. They're all just slightly different colours, and this one was nice, and for the value and price point that I picked it up for, I'm definitely enjoying it. And I've now got the peach one at work, and I have the purpley one in my handbag, so really good. I'm really impressed. So that is everything that I wore in June. Like I say, please forgive me for the lack of videos. I will try my best to get as much content out to you guys. Just bear with me for now. Blame Austin if you need to blame someone. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know what you've been wearing this June, and I will see you soon. Bye.